Good morning. Let's get started in extended child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch, your knees out wide. Rest your hips on your heels. Reach your fingertips to the top of the mat. Rest your forehead on your mat. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more of those. Deep inhale. Open mouth. Release. Let's find an ujjayi breath. Deep inhale through your nose. Seal your lips. Exhale back out your nose. Let the air travel up the back of your throat. One more time. Come to tabletop. Your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, open your heart, gaze forward, lift your tailbone high. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine, push your belly button up into your spine, and press the floor away from you. One more time. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, shine your heart open, lift your tailbone high. Exhale, cat pose. Press into the floor as you press, open up your shoulder blades and press your belly button high. Come back to neutral tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Press into the pads of your fingertips and lift your knuckles. Press your tailbone high and lengthen your spine. Now your gaze goes back toward your feet, toward your legs, chest toward your thighs. Take a breath here. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step behind your wrists. Feet are hip width distance apart. Let your head fall. This is optional ragdoll pose or just into a forward fold here. So send your tailbone high. Lengthen your spine. Draw your head to the top of your head to the mat. Option to grab opposite elbows and sway, or you can find stillness here. Heel toe your feet together, your big toes to touch. Ground down through your feet. Strong legs, strong core. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Tee out your arms. Use the strength of your core. Fingertips to the sky. Exhale, bring the back of your hands together behind your neck. Inhale, lengthen your elbows to the sky. Exhale, gentle back bend, resting the back of your head on your forearms, stretching your triceps. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high to or hop, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows bend 90 degrees, squeezing your triceps into your rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine open your heart, press to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, both feet forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips down low. Zip your thighs together. Fingertips to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Right leg is your base. Lift your left knee high. Exhale, figure four. Left ankle to right thigh. Hands to your heart. Sit your hips down low. Stretching your hips. And a bounce. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, warrior three with airplane arms. Got to balance on this hill. Send your heels back right here. Lift your heart, open your heart. Engage your core. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Spin your back heel down. Find heel to arch alignment, shoulders over your hips. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Open up your heart. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Option to take an Ekapada Chaturanga, which means one leg, but it's just an option. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step both or hop both feet forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Sit your hips low. Inhale, with your left leg as your base, one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, figure four. Sit your hips down low. Right ankle to left thigh. Inhale, mountain pose. one-legged. Exhale, warrior three with airplane arms. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Send your heel back behind you. Strong core. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, warrior two, heel to arch alignment. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Freeze your leg. Keep your knee over your ankle, stacking your joints always. Exhale, high to low plank. Optional Ekapada Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your foot between your hands. Drop your back knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, open your heart. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, tuck your back toe into an airplane arm crescent lunge. Inhale, warrior two, spin your back heel down. Exhale, triangle pose this time. Straighten your leg, shift forward, and open your heart. Arms are stacked over shoulders, over wrists. Micro bend that front knee if you need to. Place your hand on the front of your calf and gaze upward. Breathe here. And then on your next inhale, start to bend your front knee, stack your knee over your ankle, take a reverse warrior. Exhale, vinyasa, chaturanga, dandasana. One leg or both legs down, up to you. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your back heel down. Inhale, crescent moon. Open up your heart. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, length. Exhale, tuck your toe, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two, spin your back heel down. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, triangle pose, shift forward, open up your heart, tee out your arms. Breathe here. On your inhale, start to stack your knee over your ankle. Reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Spin your back heel back up. Take an Ekapada Chaturanga or your own, or skip it and go right to downward facing dog. Inhale, open your heart, tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop, both feet forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, bring your heart. Bring your hands together. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, prayer twist, bring your left elbow to your right thigh. Open up your heart so that the palms of your hands meet your heart, or so that your heart meets the palms of your hands. Pressing, stacking elbows and wrists. Start to find balance on your right leg, or stepping back to a crescent lunge twist. Revolved crescent lunge, this is called, right here. Continue, you have the option, you can bring your back knee down if you would like. Now, look to the mat, gaze at your mat, and you're gonna just inhale here, twist, deep, a little deeper. Exhale, runner's lunge, place your hands on the inside. You can drop your back knee, you can come to your palms. On your next inhale, come to your palms. We're going into a side angle pose. So you can either bring your leg with you, or you can just go right back into that side angle pose, stacking your feet. I'm gonna turn to the knife edge of my foot, come to an open side angle pose. You can also do a modified side angle pose where you bring your bottom leg down. So you can be here, you can also be here. Take one more breath wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hand to the mat. Shift your body into plank. Take a Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop, both feet forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands down, hips low. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, prayer twist. Bringing your heart, so pressing into your hands, pressing into stacking your elbows, and turning your heart so that your heart meets the center of your heart towards your palms. Look down, find your balance. Lift your right leg, take it back into a crescent lunge so that you are in a revolved crescent lunge here. Still working and pressing. Option to drop your back knee. Pressing your heart, this hill. Pressing the center of your heart towards your palms. Look down, place your hands on the mat into a runner's lunge. We're still breathing here. Option to place your back knee on the mat. Option to come to your elbows. Take one more breath here. Bring your palms back to the mat. Tuck your toe, lift your knee. Come into a side plank however you want to come. You can just step back and go into a side plank. You can grab your big toe if you would like and kind of play with your balance, coming to the knife edge of your foot and opening up that way, really engaging your core. Find your layers. Use your options. Gently letting go into that side plank. Inhale here. Exhale, place your hand on the mat. Find your vinyasa flow. Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. We're going to bring your right knee to the outside of your right wrist. Slide your left leg back, nice and long. Inhale, lengthen, open your heart. Look over your right shoulder to make sure your foot's not sickled and your leg is long behind you. And then find your layer here. You can come to your elbows. You can come to your forehead. Take 2 breaths here. Make sure your leg behind you is nice and long. Your front foot is flexed. You're just folding over. You want to send your left hip flexor towards the mat. Make sure your left hip flexor is pressing towards your mat. Come up to your palms. Inhale, lengthen. If you want a little extra quad stretch, you can either stay here, keep pressing your left hip flexor towards the mat, or you can find your ankle to your hand. Keep your shoulders square to the front. Press up and in. You can also have an option to bring your foot into your forearms. A little stretch that way. Keeping it simple, it's just morning time, so I'm just loosening up. Go ahead and place your hands on the mat. Tuck your back toe and come into a scorpion dog. So you're going to press back one-legged down dog or three-legged down dog and open up your hips. So stack your hips and open up your hips to the right. You can either stay here, you can move and circle to open up your hip, or you can come into a flip dog, opening up your heart to the sky. Back to the center, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, bring your left knee behind your left wrist. Send your right leg behind you nice and long. Flex your left toes. Inhale, open your heart. Gaze over your left shoulder. Make sure your foot's not sickled. That foot likes to sickle on me. I have to be conscious about that. Right here. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and fold forward when you're ready. Come to your elbows, or come to the tops of your hands, or all the way to the mat. A few breaths here. Opening up your hips. Somebody has a drone flying over me. One more breath. don't know if you can hear the ocean, but it's just the best music. Go ahead and come up. Place your hands on the mat. Stay here for a hip flexor stretch, opening your heart. If you want a little more, find your hand to your ankle. Keep your shoulders square to the front. Also, another option right here. Be gentle. Allow yourself to feel openness without strain. You'll get there. Tuck your back toe. Let's press up to one-legged or three-legged dog on your next inhale. And then exhale, open up to a scorpion dog. So keeping your shoulders square to the mat, you're stacking your hips open to the left. So I'm still gazing down at my mat. My shoulders are still pretty square to the mat. And I'm opening up. If you want to go into a flip dog, I like to adjust so that I stay on the mat. Open up your heart to the sky. Back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Coming to a seated position. Exhale, you can cross your legs or just drop your knees. Hop forward and then come all the way down to a happy baby. So grab either at your ankles or around the outside of your feet. You can also grab right here if that feels better. Right here, just rock and roll. Right here, find stillness. Bring your feet together. Bring your knees together. And we're going to go up into a plow pose. If you wish, you can stay here and just massage your low back. If you want, go a little deeper. We're going to push our feet right here, over our head. Stretching, keeping your chin to your chest. You don't want to move your head side to side here. You want to keep your chin to your chest. Send your hips over your shoulders. Press your toenails behind you to the floor. Use your hands to support your back. Take a couple breaths. Option to bring your knees to your forehead or around your ears. If you would like, you can come up into what we call a shoulder stand. Give it a little bit of strength. When you're ready, come back into plow. And we're just going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. I like to place my hands right down below me for support. And then you just roll down, keeping your thighs close to your belly, rolling down nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Bend your knees. Do a little roll one way and then the other. And then start to send your left leg long. Bring your right knee into your chest. Inhale, compress, pulling your right knee into your armpit. Exhale, keeping your right shoulder on the mat. Just take it across for a supine twist. It's a simple twist. So make sure your left leg is sent down, long down. I get the sunlight in my face. Feels good. Breathe in. Exhale. One more breath here. You have an option too if you want. If it's not too much strain. Remember, this is a surrender pose. So if it's not too much strain, you want to lengthen your legs out a little more, you can. Let's come back to the center. Bring your knees to your chest. Inhale, send your right leg long, pull your left knee into your chest. Exhale here. Inhale, squeeze your thigh to the outside of your rib cage. Exhale, take it across for a supine twist, keeping your left shoulder on the mat. Gaze to the left. Stack your hips. I like to adjust. One more breath. Finding that surrender, however you want to get there. Come back to your mat. Bring your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, Shavasana. Send your arms and legs out long. Palms are up. Let your toes flare out to the side and start to sink into your mat. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyelids. Let your face just start to melt. All the features around your face are on your face. And let your bones start to feel heavy and sink into your mat. And give the ground beneath you permission to hold you, to carry you. Just let yourself go. You can stay here as long as you want. Just turn me off and stay in your Shavasana. I'm going to go ahead and close out. So if you want to go with me, you can wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Find your breath. You can go to your side and push up to a seat, or you can do a rock and roll, cross your legs. I'm just going to face the ocean. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep inhale and an exhale. One more time. This time your deepest inhale all the way. Fill it up. Hold it at the top. Sip one more. And sigh. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. Aloha.